It is Monday. I feel like the best way to kind of start this video, like I said guys, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm gonna be an open book. So I did have my first loss of the year this Sunday. Yo, good morning. It is Monday, May 12th, about 7:45 a.m. We just got back from the gym. Went ahead and hit chest this morning over at Gym Culture just because like I woke up. But I was originally I tried to plan for my indoor workouts Monday to be yoga in the evenings, but yoga doesn't start until 7:30, and that just kind of like really puts a kink in our entire evening. It doesn't really work out for our schedule, so I'm not sure if that's going to work for us or not. As of right now, schedule is just kind of all over the place. So I feel like the best way to kind of start this video, I think I'm going to do weekly check-ins basically. So once a week at the start and at the beginning and the end of each week, I'm going to do a little check-in, just give you guys an update on where my mindset's at, how I'm feeling physically, mentally, and the struggles that I've faced and what I'm most excited for probably throughout the week, right? So, you know, here we are. This is technically the start of like week 3, or well, almost week 3. I think we're on day 12. Today's day 13. Almost 2 weeks in, and you know, for the most part, I feel pretty good. I do have my ebbs and flows of motivation and drive, which of course you're going to. You know, 13 days in, that puts me 25 workouts in. 25 workouts in 13 days, your body starts to take a toll physically. I would say at the end of week 1, I was feeling pretty rough. I've been going to the chiropractor a lot, been getting adjusted, and then this whole past week I pretty much did nothing but walk, just because like my knees, my ankles, my body just wasn't feeling it. So I took it a little bit easier. I walked at a real fast pace, but you know, I was doing about 2.5, almost 3 miles in my 45-minute outdoors. So I mean, not a bad paced walk, a pretty quick paced walk. So still getting the workout in, still trying to push myself a little bit, but not going crazy, just because I'm trying to make sure that my knees and ankles make it all the way through this year, not just this first 75 days. Mentally, I feel pretty sound, you know. We had some friends in town this past weekend, so it was harder for me to stay on track with my stuff. I still managed to do most of what I set myself up for, but like I said guys, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm gonna be an open book. So I did have my first loss of the year this Sunday. We didn't get a whole lot done. You know, I tried to convince myself that resting was part of my plan for the day. That was one of my things that I needed to get done, was take my rest seriously, which, you know, some days I believe that's true, but last weekend just wasn't it. You know, last weekend, just being honest, I was lazy. Sunday, you know, we woke up, didn't do a whole lot, got my workouts done, got all my 75 hard shit done. But other than that, we just kind of hung around, slept on the couch, napped on the couch. So I don't really consider it a actual victory. And I'm gonna chalk that up to my first loss of the year. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, like I said, I got my ebbs and flows of motivation and drive. So some days I feel just gung-ho, ready to kill it. Some days not so much, but so far, 14 days in, I feel pretty good. Key takeaways I would say are, you don't really realize how much time you actually have until you start to get serious with your priorities. I'm very much enjoying the amount of time that I have to consume more media. Usually before I started 75, it was either listen to my podcast, or I listen to my audiobook, or I read my 10 pages. Nowadays, I'm doing all of it. I'm listening to podcasts for 10, 20 minutes a day, sometimes 45. I'm listening during my entire walk. I listen to my audiobook at least 10, 15 minutes a day, and I have to read at least 10 pages in a book every day. So, you know, now I'm consuming way more media, plus still getting my shit done, which is cool because I'm expanding my knowledge, I'm expanding who I am, expanding my consciousness. So, you know, that's one of my favorite takeaways so far. I would say that it definitely makes you a little bit more tired, but it makes it worth it. You know, I'm only 14 days in, but we are capable of way more than we think we are. So, you know, that's one takeaway that I get pretty much every day. You just push yourself. Don't give yourself the option to not, and it's hard not to succeed, you know? Like, if you don't give yourself the option to not do it, then how do you fail? Like, even if I don't want to go do cardio, I'll still go do my indoor workout, my weight training or something like that, you know? It may not be that I want to do this right now, but I still have no option. I have to go do something. So giving myself that zero option mentality kind of thing is really beneficial. The hardest part is getting my food in and staying on my diet. Like one of my measurables is staying under 9%, and you know, that's relatively easy-ish for me, but I do have to consume the right foods. I have to consume enough protein or my muscle will go away, and I have to consume enough water and my muscle will wither away. It's not even the fat that's the issue, it's losing my muscle. And so, especially coming off all my hormones and shit with the wife and I trying for a kid, it's difficult, and it requires me to be a lot more strict on my diet than what I have to other times. My biggest thing is just getting enough calories in. That's just as simple as it gets. You know, it's the lack of consumption, because I get so busy and then I just don't want to stop to eat, blah, blah, blah. I can make excuses all day, but it's me being lazy when it comes to my diet and not putting enough effort and focus on my diet and putting more effort and focus on everything else. So I'm eating decent, but I should be doing a little bit better, to be honest. So I don't think I failed my diet. I've still been getting close to my macro range and stuff like that, but I definitely need to be better. Okay, there's always room for improvement. So, but yeah, so that's the basically just a little check-in, takeaways from the last 2 weeks. This week I'm most excited about just pushing through. Got another week ahead of us. Things are starting to get a little bit more tough, so now is where the mental development really starts to set in, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. So just challenging myself every day, pushing myself every day, and seeing what I can actually accomplish. I'm here for it. That is a little update for you guys. Today is Monday, so we got a crazy week. We're gonna be all over the place. We're gonna be hopefully hiring some new employees. We just need some extra staff, some extra hands on deck. I'm going to be working at 19th a lot this week, so hopefully we're going to be starting renovations here pretty soon. So there's just a lot of stuff going on, excited for it, and a lot of things that need to be done. So I will see you guys later.